ever wondered how did you learn your mother tongue? It's a surprising thing, right? It's like any language or any skill that matters, you have to put some effort. But mother tongue was a language which you got deeply rooted just because you were in an environment where everyone were speaking that language, or just because you had a laser like focus while you were very young, you got equipped in that language. But second language, any language that matters, if you commit yourself into that language and if you really wanted to master, you have to put constant effort, and it's a conscious process. So unlike mother tongue, this has very high level of chances to lose. It's like if you stop using the language, eventually it would get rusted. So in this video, I'm going to be telling some practical way to learn any language and make it sustain forever. Imagine you're weaving a cloth and in between you're stopping. So what happens is that eventually the things would get unraveled and the effort which you put would go futile. So you shouldn't do that. If you put effort, that has to be a constant effort. Just because you consider that you are a master or you are so advanced in a particular language, you shouldn't think that it would be everlasting even if you don't use. You have to use. If not, it would get rusted. So the first thing that I want you to inculcate is relentless focus. Stop focusing on sophisticated words. So while I was into the journey of improving my language, at one particular point of time, I literally felt very proud for improving the language, and I felt that I'm quite fluent in that language. So the mistake which I committed is I forced myself into learning sophisticated or fancy words, and I thought that I had a preconceived notion that only if I use hard words or sophisticated words, fancy words, I will be recognized or I will sound as an advanced speaker in English. So that's something that is extremely wrong. It's just that you have to consider if other person understands you or your thoughts are getting delivered rightfully. The only thing you have to consider is thoughts, if it's conveyed right or not. You shouldn't force from learning sophisticated words, and you have to make sure that you're learning words which you could use in daily basis. It's like if you learn words just because it's so fancy, it doesn't, like, it's going to be futile. You have to understand what sort of environment you're in, and you have to choose words that you could use in daily basis. So reading. So any language that matter, you have to try reading. So to become a better reader, one thing that I wanted you to know is, if you read a book, you shouldn't expect a sort of curiosity. Like, you shouldn't expect that the book has to give you excitement even at the first pages. Like, most of the books, the best content would be in the middle and the conclusion. It's like you have to force yourself to cross like 30 to 40 pages. After you cross, you may feel, okay, this is what the plot is going. That was just the introduction, and the plot is going to be changed in between. So that's the one thing that you have to consider. The other thing is that if you are a starter, then you have to force yourself to complete a book. And automatically, once you complete a book, you will have a sort of excitement, or you will have a sort of curiosity to go and read many more books. Excitement would automatically get switched on. So that's the tip that I wanted to give to a person who were considering the reading that boring like me. This is writing. So writing is very important. It's a trivial step that you have to commit to improve a language, and you shouldn't feel that though you're a good speaker, you'll be a good writer. It's like different. Writing and speaking is different. Writing is of quite formal than speaking. So what you have to do is you have to try journalizing. Journalize every day, and the very next day what you have to do is you have to revisit what you have written. So while you read, you might feel like things are like quite wrong, like when it comes to this grammar. So the one particular tool that I would like to recommend is Quillboard. It's free, and that's the thing that I'm recently using. It's like if you wanted to sound more advanced, there are advanced options, and if you wanted to find errors in your writing, you can ask for finding your errors, or you can use Chat GPT. So there's different platform. So speaking on random topics, then writing, that is journalizing, and just using some sort of tool to find the error, and reading is very important. Then comes listening. finally it's listening. It's not that you have to listen to something news or something like that. You can even listen to songs, English songs or any language that matters. You just pay your ears to. So as much as possible, avoid rap songs as if you're a beginner in that language, because you might find it very hard. Like the words would be quite awkward to understand. So choose simple songs, and at point you may find like you're understanding the meaning of the song. Like that way you can improve the language. So for more updates, stay tuned to my channel just by clicking over the subscribe button. Thank you.